Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
Wall Street Journal World News.
March 30th, 5:07 America, New York. Russian security service detains Wall Street Journal reporter. Russia's main security agency said it had detained Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich for what it described as espionage.
BBC News World.
March 30th, 5:01 America, New York. Bankers convicted of helping Putin's friend. A cellist who is godfather to the Russian leader's daughter deposited huge sums in Swiss accounts.
New York Times World News.
March 30th, 5 o'clock America, New York. Ukraine goes dark. NASA images drive home a nation's anguish. A satellite operated by NASA and NOAA bears how Russia's drones and missiles knocked out the nation's power.
Time.
March 30th, 5 o'clock America, New York. Erdogan's political reign has never been on shakier footing. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan was mayor of Istanbul when a devastating earthquake hit Izmit in 1999, killing more than 17,000 people and devastating the country's economy.
New York Times World News.
March 30th, 5 o'clock America, New York. A shepherd, a cook, a palace chef. Making food with less under the Taliban. In a time of famine and money shortages, meals are a rallying point, and a topic of worry, during a season of change in Afghanistan. Amanullah, the pulao master at a popular restaurant in Kabul, preparing to serve the morning's first customers last month. Mirror World News.
March 30th, 4:52 America, New York. Mystery as Brit dad vanishes after traveling to Lanzarote nearly 2 weeks ago. Gary Watson Shearer flew to the Canary Island for St. Patrick's Day and was last seen at a pub called Bar 67 in the resort town of Puerto del Carmen on March 16.
Mirror World News.
March 30th, 4:26 America, New York. U.S. journalist Evan Gershkovich arrested in Russia over spy and state secrets accusations. American Evan Gershkovich, 31, a Moscow-based foreign correspondent, has been held over alleged illegal activities, and is suspected of espionage, according to the FSB.
BBC News World.
March 30th, 4:17 America, New York. Israeli gun ownership rising as violence surges. Israel's new right-wing government has loosened gun laws in response to deadly attacks.
The Washington Times stories. Advocacy.
March 30th, 4:04 America, New York. 2 U.S. Army helicopters crash in Kentucky, deaths feared. 2 military helicopters crashed Wednesday night in southwestern Kentucky during a routine training mission, the U.S. Army's Fort Campbell said in a statement.
The Washington Times stories. Advocacy.
March 30th, 3:54 America, New York. Russia arrests Wall Street Journal reporter for espionage. Russia's top security agency says a reporter for the Wall Street Journal has been arrested on espionage charges.
Wall Street Journal World News.
March 30th, 3:40 America, New York. 2 U.S. Army helicopters crash in Kentucky, fatalities expected. 2 Black Hawk helicopters crashed near a U.S. Army base in Kentucky in an incident that likely left fatalities, the state's Governor Andy Beshear said.
BBC News World.
March 30th, 3:30 America, New York. Dozens killed in blaze on Philippines ferry. The victims include children and it's unclear how many passengers may be missing, officials say.
Mirror World News.
March 30th, 3:08 America, New York. Philippines ferry fire. 31 dead after boat carrying 250 people bursts into flames. Many of the survivors had jumped off the ship, dubbed the MV Lady Mary Joy 3, at the time of the fire, and were quickly rescued by the Philippines Coast Guard, Navy, and local fishermen. New York Times World News.
March 30th, 3:05 America, New York. Indonesia stripped of Under-20 World Cup after Israel protests. Preparations for the tournament were thrown into disarray when a governor asked Indonesia's sports ministry to bar Israel's team from participating. Banners for the Indonesia 2023 FIFA Under-20 World Cup football tournament in Jakarta on Thursday. Wall Street Journal World News.
March 30th, 3:04 America, New York. Petrofac. Hitachi Energy secure offshore wind deal. Petrofac said it and Hitachi Energy have been awarded a multi-year agreement worth around €13 billion from TenneT for work to expand offshore wind capacity in the Dutch-German North Sea.
Time.
March 30th, 2:45 America, New York. A Japanese lawmaker asked ChatGPT to write questions to ask the Prime Minister. OpenAI's ChatGPT made its debut in Japanese parliamentary deliberations, with the premier fielding questions from an opposition lawmaker that were drawn up with the help of the chatbot.
World news. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
March 30, 2:32 America, New York. At least 31 dead after passenger ferry fire in Philippines. At least 31 people have died after a ferry carrying about 250 passengers and crew caught fire in the southern Philippines.
Washington Post World.
March 30, 2:21 America, New York. Climate change helps breed springtime wildfires in Spain. Firefighter Manuel Rubio had never seen a blaze like the one that raged for the past week in eastern Spain.
World news. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News.
March 30, 1:41 America, New York. Several feared dead after 2 U.S. military helicopters crash in Kentucky. Several people have reportedly died after 2 military helicopters crashed in Kentucky.
RT World News.
March 30, 1:22 America, New York. Latest leader to cut Taiwan ties heads to China. The Honduran president hopes to sign auspicious agreements with Beijing during her planned trip. President Xiomara Castro is set to travel to China, just days after Honduras severed diplomatic ties with Taiwan and established relations with Beijing.